It's recording. We're going. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Good Monday morning to you all. And it's Mrs. Warburton here again. As always, I'm having fun on a new software thing this week. I'm trying out Zoom. Last week, I recorded all my lessons on Loom. This week, I'm trying it on Zoom. This is my first one, so bear with me. There might be a few technical issues. But without further ado, let me introduce the lesson for today. It's Monday and it's grammar. It's Monday and it's grammar. Today we're going to be learning about verbs. So let me see if I can share a screen with you. Hang on, bear with me. Screen share. I want this one. Share. Oh, has that worked? Has that not worked? I hope you can see it. Hello. I think you can. Powerful verbs is what we're learning about today. We have done this last term, so it's a bit of a recap lesson actually. Get your brains warmed up to you will need this information for all the work you're doing this week, so this will help you out. Powerful verbs. Hang on, I'm changing a slide. Ooh, what is a verb? What is a verb? What do all these words have in common? There's a lady here. She's rowing a boat. Some children are singing. Sing, walk, row. She looks like she's having fun. She's having a good laugh. Clap, jump. What do all of those words have in common? That's right. They're all doing words. They are all doing words. Verbs are words which give you an action. Can you do an action right now? Can you clap your hands? Have a go. You clapped. You were clapping. Let's do another action. Can you do a laugh? That was our action. We were laughing. The verb is laugh. Okay, get out your seats. Let's do another verb. Let's do what that little boy there is doing. Let's do a jump. Everybody jump around. Jump, jump, jump. The verb is our doing word. We were doing something. We were jumping. And as normal, Mrs. Warburton's already out of breath. Right. So a verb is a doing word. But we're year 2 now. And some of these words, we could probably start thinking of some more exciting verbs. So bear that in mind as I carry on. But before we do that, spot the verb. Can you spot the verb in each sentence? So there's going to be some sentences here. We'll read through them all together. And I want you to see if you can spot which word in those sentences is the verb. Here we go. I want you to read with me. You got your reading voices on? And the fish swam in the river. The fish swam in the river. Shout out the verb. Good. Next sentence. Read with me. Alice rode her bike quickly down the hill. Alice rode her bike quickly down the hill. Shout the verb out for me. Good. Next sentence. Read it with me. Dan loved to sing and dance on stage. Dan loved to sing and dance on stage. Shout out the verbs. Well done. Have you got 2 there? Number 4, let's read it together. Rashid plays football every Saturday. Rashid plays football every Saturday. Shout out the verb. Good. Last one. And you're going to shout this one out louder than ever once we've read it. Let's read together. The lion roared loudly when he stretched. The lion roared loudly when he stretched. What are the verbs in that sentence? Good. So 5 sentences there. Let's click on the show the answers, see if you got it right. Da, 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 da. Boosh. The fish swam. That is what the fish was doing, the noun. What is the noun doing? Swimming. The verb is swam. That's the doing word. That's the action word. Alice rode her bike. She was riding her bike. She rode her bike. Dan loves to sing and dance. 2 verbs in that sentence. Did you spot them both? 2 action words. Rashid plays football. Plays is the action word. And 2 in the next sentence as well. Roared is something the lion does. And he stretched, another action that the lion does. Well done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you get all 7 verbs from that bit? A huge well done if you did. Let's carry on. Boring verbs. Now, this is what I mentioned earlier. Some verbs can be a little bit boring. And now that we're year 2 and we're getting extra specially clever, we can start using some more exciting verbs. Start pushing our vocabulary boundaries to come up with more exciting words that we can use in our writing to give our writing that extra spice. So let's have a look. Now for this part of the lesson, I want you to pause me to get paper and pencil if you've not already got paper and pencil available. At the top of your page, you're going to write verbs as your title and the date. And then once you've done that, unpause me, and we're going to write some sentences changing boring verbs into more exciting verbs. Pause me now if you need to. And let's carry on. So as I was saying, boring verbs. Some verbs can be a little boring and don't give a lot of information. And here's an example of that. The dog ran through the woods. So the verb's in there. They've used a verb in the sentence. That's wonderful. They've got the capital letters and the full stops and all of that malarkey. But the word ran is a bit boring. And I know in year 2 we've done a lot of work on trying to think of more exciting verbs. So here's 2 examples of verbs that are more interesting, more powerful. I'm going to read this first green one. The dog sprinted through the woods. That's a better word. That's giving us some more information. Sprinted is more exciting than ran. And the second one was the dog dashed through the woods. I like that one. The dog dashed through the woods. So there's an example of how we could change this boring verb, ran, into using better vocabulary like sprinted or dashed. Choose one of those sentences and write them neatly onto your page. Your first sentence, you could write the dog sprinted through the woods or the dog dashed through the woods. Or if you've thought of an even better word, you could do that one instead. And then I want you to underline the more powerful verb that you've used. So underline the word sprinted or underline the word dashed so you can see the brilliant word that you've used in that sentence. Improve the verb. Can you think of a powerful verb we can use to improve this sentence? So here we go. Here's our sentence. It's all right. It's a bit boring. Let's read it together. Are you ready? I walked upstairs to my bedroom. I walked upstairs to my bedroom. The verb is the word walked. I want you to think of 3 words that are better than the word walked. What 3 verbs could you think of that are more exciting, more powerful than the word walked? Pause me now, think of those 3 words. And let's see if your 3 words match any that are on Mr. PowerPoint. Have you got them, your ones stored in your head to see if they match? Here we go. Some brilliant other more powerful verbs have been suggested. You could have replaced walked with plodded. I plodded upstairs to my bedroom. Shuffled, crept, stomped, tiptoed, and stormed. All of these powerful verbs could replace the word walked. So again, on your page, can you write out that sentence for me in your neatest handwriting and replace that boring verb, walked, with a more exciting one, either one that you thought up yourself or one that's been offered to you. Pause me now and write that sentence down. Underline the powerful verb that you use. Next sentence. Can you think of a powerful verb we can use to improve this sentence? Here's our sentence. Let's read it together. Susie put the books in her bag. Susie put the books in her bag. The verb is put. That is what she did. She put them in. It's a bit boring. Again, 3 words. Pause me now and think of 3 words that could be 3 verb words that could be better than the word put. Now you've got those in your head. Let's see how your words compare with the PowerPoint words. See if they've used some of your words you thought of or some different ones. Okay, Susie could. Susie placed the books in her bag. Susie threw the books in her bag. Susie hid the books in her bag. Susie shoved the books in her bag. Susie slipped the books in her bag. Susie pushed the books in her bag. Did you think of any that matched with Mr. PowerPoint? Or did you have your own special ones? Which is your favourite one? Again, write the sentence out. Susie, the books in her bag, and change that boring verb for a really exciting, powerful verb, please. Whether it be your own one that you thought up or one that's been offered for you. Neatest handwriting, children. Make sure it's on the line for me, please. Don't forget your capital letters. Pause me now and do that. Can you think of a powerful verb we can use to improve this sentence? I like this one. Go to bed, said Dad. Said is quite a boring word. It is a boring verb. So let's, first of all, before we see what words have been offered, see if you can think of any words that are better than said. Now, we've talked about this a bit, actually. 3 words. Pause me now. Think of 3 words better than said. Go. Now, let's see what Mr. PowerPoint offers. Always makes me grin. Right. Poor Dad. I think he's at the end of his tether. He's had a long day at work. He's had enough of you pesky children. So, go to bed, yelled Dad. Go to bed, barked Dad. Go to bed. My favourite. Go to bed, begged Dad. I don't know. He's done. Go to bed, exclaimed Dad. Go to bed, commanded Dad. Go to bed. Go to bed, moaned Dad. 6 powerful verbs there that are better than the word said. Did any of them match with yours? Write that sentence out using your favourite powerful verb rather than the word said. And a huge well done if you're able to include the speech marks in that as you copy it out as well. Go to bed, Dad. Copy that one out, neatest handwriting, and underline the powerful verb that you use. Pause me now. Okay, before we finish then, we're going to have a look at a few more verb words and think what order they might go into, from least powerful to most powerful. We've got 6 verbs here, and your job is to order them. Let's read through them together. We've got petrify, terrify, startle, spook, frighten and scare. So 6 words there, all meaning a sort of, they're all not a very nice feeling. If something's spooked you or scared you or startled you, or maybe really spooked or startled or scared you, can you put them in order of reaction, I suppose, or feeling, to see which is the least powerful and which is the most powerful? Now, you might need a bit of help from a grown-up if you're a bit confused by the definition of some of these. But pause me now and give it a go. Hello. Hopefully you had a go at that. That's an interesting task, that one is. Can you explain why you put them in that order? If you did it all by yourself, can you explain why you chose that order? Ooh, it's not even giving us the answer. The order that I would probably put it in would be, first of all, I'd probably be startled. If something, the reaction, if I got startled by something, I'd be a bit startled, but it wouldn't really affect me. It might make me jump a little bit. If something spooked me a bit more, I might get spooked. Ooh, heard a sound. So something might make me jump, and that feeling might last a little bit longer, and I might be a bit spooked. Again, the next one I would say would be scare. So if something had startled and spooked me and it was even worse than that, and then I got a bit scared, that would be my next one. Then I'd be frightened. Next one up from that, more powerful than that, is then frightened. That's it. I'm in frightened zone now. It's beyond startled, it's beyond spooked, I'm beyond scared, I'm frightened. And then the 2 most powerful ones I would say is terrify next. That's what my face looks like, that. And then the most powerful verb I would say out of those 6 is petrified. Well, I've lost the plot. I'm quivering wreck. I'm the most scared I've ever been in my entire life. I'm petrified. So that's my order. Was yours the same as mine? Did you do as many funny facial expressions as me just then? Next up, attached to your Seesaw account, you've got a verbs sheet. Oh my goodness, if I'm really clever, I might be able to show you what it is. Can I? PowerPoint verbs. So your sheet looks like this. I would love it if I hope this works and you can see it. It says using verbs. These sentences have some words missing. Choose a suitable verb to complete the sentence. And by suitable, I mean powerful. Something that's not boring, please. You've got 9 questions there to work through. I want you to write them out on your page. Write all 9 out and fill in the gaps with a powerful verb. Let's try the first one together. The cat, sorry, let me try that again. Question 1. The dog, the cat, and it, up the tree. The dog, what's the dog doing to the cat? Chased. So you could write the word chase in there. The dog chased the cat and it, another verb for there. What did it do up the tree? Climbed up the tree. So you could write the dog chased the cat and it climbed up the tree. Or you could think, oh, can I think of a better word than climbed? I'm going to think of scrambled. The dog chased the cat and it scrambled up the tree. So work your way through the other sentences. See if you can put in verbs in the blank spots and see if you can get them into powerful verb zone. Bestest handwriting as always. Work hard. You're doing a brilliant job. I can't wait to see what you do. Now I've got to try and close this thing down. Hang on, how do I end? Oh, here we go. Might be that. Bye, everybody. Have fun.